Hello, I'm Maya from Brent TV, and today we are in Harlesden at the historic Hsbc building, where we are going to interview the Refugee Education UK to find out their plans of how they're going to transform this vacant building into an educational space for young refugees. So today we are with
Catherine Gladwell.
Can you tell us a bit about who you are and the work that Refugee Education UK do?
We've been here in Harlesden for 10 years and we work to help children and young people who've had to flee their homes because of war or other forms of fighting to get into school, do well in school and get as far as they can with their education once they get to the UK.
Lovely. And what plans are in place for the Hsbc building?
Well, it is going to look very different to what it looks like now. We're creating a refugee education centre for young people and a hub for the community here in Harlesden. So instead of what you can see now, you're going to be able to see lots of project space for young people to come and get advice about education, to do homework, to do all kinds of education related clubs and activities. You're going to see lots of confidential meeting space for casework to take place. You're going to see co-working space. You're going to see table football, stuff like that. It's going to be great.
This is our ground floor. This is going to be our main community space in the building. So we're going to have a mezzanine level which will cut halfway through up here, and that will be a kind of community lounge. We'll have sofas for people to come and hang out in, but the rest of the space we're going to keep very open plan and very flexible so that we can do homework clubs here. So this is going to be the space where we mostly are able to engage with the community.
How is it funded, if you don't mind me asking?
That is a very good question. So many people have been unbelievably generous to this project. It's completely blown our minds. So Brent Council have been absolutely wonderful. They have put money into this building. Also the Architectural Heritage Foundation, also Historic England, a number of trusts and foundations. And the stuff that has really meant a lot to us alongside that is just the calls that we've had from individual people saying, can I give you £10 towards it? I really want to see this happen. Right through to, can I give you £300,000 towards this because I really want to see it happen.
And why is Harlesden a good location for an education space for refugees?
Harlesden is right in the centre of Brent, and Brent has got such an amazing history of welcoming people from all cultures, all nations, and there's such a richness of culture here. It's a brilliant place for young refugees to come and make their home, find their feet, find a place of belonging, and this building hopefully is going to really contribute to that.
We are also going to have 2 floors of co-working space in the building. This is where other local charities and social enterprises can come and work for a day or 2 a week. We're hoping it will be a real space for collaboration and for different charities to engage with one another. So that will be on this floor, and on the floor above we'll have our boardroom and meeting rooms and space where we can do one-on-one confidential work with young people.
Why is such a space so necessary?
Well, I think places that young people can come and find a sense of belonging and that there is a place where they are welcome and can get the support that they need has always been really important, but now more so than ever. Obviously, we're coming out of COVID, people have been isolated, people have had those senses of community hubs just taken away. This building is going to be part of bringing that back, and particularly bringing it back for young refugees.
And what benefits will it bring to the refugees that come?
I hope there's going to be a whole range of benefits. So in the first instance, when someone walks through the door that has recently arrived in the UK, wants to be in education and isn't in education, they're going to be able to get help here to get into education, whether that is school, college or university. They're also going to be able to get support to progress to the next level. So when you arrive in the UK, the more you, the higher up in education you get, the more complicated it becomes as to what you can and can't do and what you do and don't have to pay for. So there'll be a lot of advice and support around that. People will be able to get educational mentoring, they'll be able to get support with all of the other issues going on in their lives that affect their ability to be in education and to move forward in education. And also hopefully a good cup of tea and a nice chat.
This second floor is going to be where RE UK will work, so we're really excited about this floor in particular, which is going to be our new headquarters. We're also currently opening up the attic space and we'll have a new staircase running up here. The attic will be converted and we'll use that as a flexible space either for our community work, as a classroom for our young refugees, or we may use it as more co-working space depending on demand.
And what benefits will it bring to the local residents of Harlesden?
So this building is going to be for young refugees, but also so much more than that. There are a whole range of other charities and organisations, even a local church, that have invested in this building and are wanting to run services for the local community from here. So we're going to see English classes, we're going to see money management workshops, we're going to see kids activities, we're going to probably see mental health support. So yes, young refugees are going to be at the centre of this building, but there's going to be something for people who have born here and grown up here and want to be part of being just part of the centre of this community.
That's amazing. The community will definitely be thriving 100%.
We hope so.
Yeah. And how can people keep updated about the progress?
That is a good question. The best way to keep updated about the progress is probably just to do one of two things. One, join our mailing list. So you can go to reuk.org and sign up for updates. Then you'll hear about everything that is going on here. Also, just keep walking past if you are local, and I'm imagining it's mostly local people that will want to keep up to date. Just come and see what's going on. We're hoping to open sort of late spring, early summer 2022. We're going to have a big party when we open, so come and be part of it. Knock on the door if you're passing, see what's happening.
We'll definitely be there 100%.
Yes, they will.
Thank you. And what can residents do to help?
Oh, there's going to be so much that residents can do to help. First thing, we do still need money to finish this. We want this to be a place that is something the community can be really proud of. It's quite expensive to do that, turns out, buildings, lots of money needed. So we are still fundraising, so people can donate through that same website. When we do open, we're going to have a whole load of new activities going on here that will really be so much better if we have local volunteers. So there will be things like homework clubs, like youth clubs. So if people want to get involved in giving their time, then that's also something that they'll be able to do.
That is amazing. Thank you so much, Catherine. That was great. Thank you. The plan to turn this Hsbc building into an educational space for young refugees is only one of many regeneration projects that are happening today in Harlesden. We hope that regeneration will bring new opportunities to the area and its residents, while also protecting Harlesden's distinct culture and heritage.